點解呢件事咁多人討論就係 Ironmouse 係一個叫做喺歐美圈係一個非常之紅嘅一個 VTuber 啦 ，Twitch 嘅訂閱紀錄保持者。我哋見到 Kaizen 最多係嘛 all time peak 係有70幾萬 ，Ironmouse 係排第3嘅 ，OK， 佢最高係有32萬嘅。咁究竟 Ironmouse 發生咗啲咩事咧？咁我哋一齊嚟了解一下，我哋一齊嚟睇一睇 ，OK。因為小弟其實我本人我都唔係太了解 VTuber 嘅文化，我本人都唔係太了解即係啲二次元嘅嘢。不過今日發生咗一件好大嘅事，係需要值得大家嘅關注。
I am leaving VShojo. Unfortunately, I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by VShojo.
VShojo 係咩咧 ？VShojo 就係 Ironmouse 嘅 agent 公司，就係佢嘅經理人公司，即係好似大家成日睇嗰啲咩英皇娛樂啊、華納高層啊咁樣。
I am leaving VShojo. Unfortunately, I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by VShojo. With the information that I currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds.
一嚟就已經講咗，我同我嘅經紀人公司 OK 有一啲錢銀上嘅拗撬，咁究竟係幾多錢呢？究竟有啲乜嘢拗撬呢？
I have not been paid. And most importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me, and also the reason why I'm here today, is owed over I'm and to me, and also
你見唔見到50萬美金 ？What?
And also the reason why I'm here today is owed over $500,000 from VShojo. I know that this is a lot, and it's very important for me to be honest with all of you. I really want to tell you everything, but unfortunately right now, I have been instructed by my attorney to wait for more of the legal procedure to
我哋呢個台同法庭係非常之有緣嘅 ，OK。上次 GFFT 法庭見，上次 Novel Fergus 出咗律師信，今次 Ironmouse 應該都會上法庭。就係佢啱啱都有講到一個組織 ，OK， 一個慈善組織。呢個係咩組織咧？呢個係IDF Immune Deficiency Foundation。佢個中文叫做免疫缺陷疾病基金會 ，OK， 我哋咁樣翻譯先啦。咁我就會叫佢做 IDF 嘅，咁你當係癌症基金會咁樣，咁但係唔係癌症，而係一個免疫系統嘅一個病嘅一個基金會啦。
So one day I will be able to tell you the full story. But for now, I just need to let you know that I will no longer be a part of VShojo. If you give me a moment of your time, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I know for a lot of people right now that this might be the first time you're ever watching me. I became a VTuber because I really wanted to make friends.
咁佢做 VTuber 嘅原因就係因為佢係一個病，佢呢個病咧就係一個一啲免疫力嘅病嚟嘅，咁就簡單嚟講就係可能會令到佢成日都病啦，即係佢好易病啦，同埋佢長期都係喺一個病房度嘅 OK， 即係佢可能長期都喺床上面嘅，冇一個可能出去活動嘅能力啦，佢比較少出街啦，同嗰啲毒撚一樣 OK， 可能長期獨處，又或者佢係比較即係好少同外界接觸 ，VTuber 就咁啱係一個好好嘅渠道，俾佢去表演自己啦，叫做係一個好好嘅渠道去令佢揾到自己叫做中意做嘅嘢啦。
I really wanted to make friends. I was very lonely due to the fact that I have a primary immune deficiency disease called CVID. I basically have a low to near non-functioning immune system, which means I get sick a lot. And it caused me to remain isolated for long periods of my life. So then I found streaming, and I thought about giving it a try because I wanted to see if I could make some friends online, because I honestly couldn't ever leave my room. I never really expected to grow an audience or anything. It was one of the last things on my mind. I just thought that I would stream to, 5 to 10 people and just hang out from time to time, make some friends, play games, and just continue on with my life. But unfortunately, I was too scared to stream with my face.
佢好怕醜 ，OK， 佢怕露臉 ，OK， 我唔怕 OK， 我唔怕露臉嚇，我有時都幾想做個 VTuber OK， 冇人知道我係咩樣啊，我就隨便喺網上面發表一啲大方厥詞 OK， 雖然有啲人覺得我而家都係大方厥詞，但係我話俾你哋聽，如果我係一個 VTuber 如果我係一個 VTuber 你哋唔敢想像 OK， 你哋唔能夠想像 OK。
And just continue on with my life. But unfortunately, I was too scared to stream with my face. So a friend of mine recommended that I try an app called FaceRig that would allow me to use an anime avatar to stream. And that's how I started VTubing. It took me a while to take it seriously and even begin to think about maybe being able to grow a community and even make this a career. I think I really started to take it seriously around the time when I was approached to join VShojo. And it was through VShojo that I was able to grow into the Ironmouse that I am today. When I was approached in 2020,
佢哋似乎好多 VTuber 都會 join 一啲組織，即係佢哋好少獨立嘅 VTuber 應該話，即係你做得大嘅咧，多數都係有啲公司喺背後。咁佢就 join 咗呢個叫 VShojo 嘅一間公司啦。咁係咯。
And asked to join VShojo, it seemed like a good idea, but I honestly did not know if I could ever be a corporal VTuber because I felt like I just couldn't. In my mind, I saw myself as unhireable, which is why streaming worked for me. I had no boss, no strict rules, I had no hours, no expectations. It was all up to me, and due to the fact that I have lived my life chronically ill and being unable to do much of anything, I just felt like there was no way that anyone would ever take me or want me.
Damn, that's so sad. Okay, that's so sad.
For a while, I was struggling to make a decision because I was afraid about my anonymity.
有啲想像唔到嘅，其實我假設你係一個正常健康嘅人，你選擇每日匿埋屋企打機，你選擇每日喺屋企煲劇啊、打機啊、睇動漫啊都好，呢啲都係你有得揀嘅。但係佢係有病嘅，即係佢有啲先天性嘅疾病，導致到佢冇辦法，可能即係佢唔係選擇去做呢一樣嘢，佢係被逼去混喺一個地方。所以我覺得 you know 幾 sad 嘅，係幾 sad 嘅一件事情嚟嘅。係啊，即係起碼你又大家獨撚都有得揀啦，佢冇得揀。OK。
And afraid about trusting people because I felt like every time I put my trust in people, it always ends in grief for me. So I was worried about expectations and 1,000,001 other things. But I ultimately decided to join VShojo. It really pains me that I am unable to fully explain why I am leaving. But for right now, here's what I am allowed to share with you. I would always be told how important I was for the company. And I was always told that I was needed in order for the company to succeed. Although that was very positive to hear, it put a lot of pressure and a lot of stress on me to the point where I felt guilt-tripped into signing. I felt responsible for everybody. I felt responsible for staff and talent alike. And I felt like if I didn't do this and if I didn't stay, I was hurting everybody and I was destroying everybody's life. But this didn't feel right with me, and I began to feel extremely uncomfortable. As my viewers know, privacy has always been one of my biggest concerns. I've had a lot of scary experiences in my life, so one amazing thing for me was the fact that VShojo
有啲人就會話喂，咁你 VTuber 你就係 VTuber 啫，咁但係你啲錢係你袋噶嘛，你可以搞噶嘛，但係即係好似我哋頭先咁講，啲錢 係全部都係由佢公司去處理嘅，因為 Ironmouse VTuber 呢啲係一啲非常之尊重自己私隱，非常之對自己嘅私人空間、對自己嘅個人資料係一個好高度嘅保護。OK， 就唔同我。OK， 我唔尊重自己嘅私隱，我販賣自己嘅私生活。OK， 所以佢就委託呢個VShojo去幫佢處理晒所有嘅嘢。
Handled all my payments, and it meant that I never had to give out any of my personal information. So that was always a blessing to me. As time went on, I decided that I wanted to try to start pulling out my remaining funds because I wanted to start taking over my own finances. This is what led me to this point. Throughout the years, Connor and I have raised around $4 million for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The majority of the money raised is through Tiltify at
Tiltify 係外國一個眾籌嘅網站。
events like the Cyclothon, the charity auction, and other miscellaneous events that we've had. However, because of the success of my first subathon, I decided to donate half the earnings of my following 2 subathons to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The first time I tried this, it worked great. Over 200,000 people supported me, and because of that, we raised over $329,350
30萬美金
to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Because the money came from my Twitch revenue instead of a Tiltify link, it required VShojo to make the donation on my behalf. They promptly sent the payment, and the subathon was a huge success. So I decided to do it again the next year. My last subathon was one of the biggest events I've ever done. The support was overwhelming, and I ended up getting over 300,000 subscribers and breaking the all-time sub record. But this also meant that we had raised $515,000 for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I once again asked...
所以而家就係第一次就係籌咗30幾萬，第二次即係今次就籌咗50幾萬。
VShojo to make the donation on my behalf. But unfortunately, still a year later, VShojo has not paid the charity. The Immune Deficiency Foundation means the world to me. Connor and I have both spent a ton of energy, time, and resources raising money for charity. And we're both so proud to be able to say that we've raised nearly $4 million.
Damn, $4 million. What the fuck? 400萬美金 That's crazy.
$4 for charity. We almost always raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. They help people with primary immune deficiency diseases, or PI, which are inherited disorders where a part of the body's immune system is missing or doesn't function properly, which makes people like me more prone to infection. And this includes over 450 different conditions. The Immune Deficiency Foundation is a charity that is near and dear to my heart and has a particular significance in my life. When my health first started getting really bad, the Immune Deficiency Foundation helped me immensely when I really had nowhere else to turn. I was terrified, I was lonely, and I was confused. I honestly didn't really know what was going on, and I never ever want anyone else to go through that. This entire situation has broken me. I just wanted to do something good and to give back to a community that helped me. But unfortunately, that's not the case. As much as I would like to continue to talk about this, unfortunately, I can't. So, to recap, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the Immune Deficiency Foundation is owed over $500,000 from VShojo. I really wish that I could tell you more, but right now, I have been advised to wait for legal proceedings. As of right now, I am an independent VTuber. I am at a loss of what to do right now. I'm kind of processing everything. I'm very sad and very confused. Once again, I want to apologize to the Immune Deficiency Foundation and to my community who has shown so much support to me. I also wanted to say that all the ad money made from this video will go towards the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I honestly
Yes.
don't know what I'm going to
Okay.
do. I really
OK，所以呢條片佢本身呢條片咧嘅收入會去翻晒 FID，會去翻晒基金會嘅。咁所以大家如果大家想支持免疫疾病啊呢啲人嘅話，OK，去撳一撳佢嘅原片，OK，俾啲支持佢睇一睇條片，OK，咁yeah，做個好人，OK。
like I said, I really haven't had much time to process this. But below the video in the description box is a link to a donation fund for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Thankfully, any donations through Tiltify go directly to the charity. That link is also there if you've heard about this and would like to support the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Sometime this month, I plan on doing a special live stream in order to raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I hope to have a ton of friends joining me, and hopefully there'll be a lot of singing and a lot of fun and just a day full of happiness. I just honestly really want to show that after all of this, that VTubing is a force for good. So thank you guys so much for all the support, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. And once again, I want to say that I am truly sorry. Okay. Bye bye.
成件事其實係非常之慘嘅，究竟啲錢去咗邊呢？咁但係大家都唔使氣餒住嘅，都有啲好消息，就係而家基金會嘅捐款咧已經超過80萬美金啦。咁我自己咧其實都捐咗少少啦。咁如果你都想捐嘅話咧，咁條 link 喺 description box。如果你而家撳入 VShojo 嘅商店咧，係冇嘢睇嘅，同埋幾乎所有嘅成員都宣布係會離開 VShojo嘅。講少題外話就係我今日先知原來好多 VTuber 嘅公司咧係會將嗰啲 VTuber 嘅 fee 皮咧變成係公司持有嘅喎。所以佢哋畢業，亦即係佢哋離開公司嘅時候咧，都唔可以用翻同一個皮嘅喎。所以今次點解啲 VTuber 可以話唔做就唔做呢？我相信好大原因咧，都係因為佢哋有自己 V 皮嘅擁有權。但係我真係唔係太了解 VTuber 嘅文化啦，咁所以